Hello YouTube, it is I, Banded Wendy, on Monday the 29th of November 2010. Happy Monday to you. This week is really week 88 and post-op and week 19 maintenance. Started out 244.6 pounds. Goal weight was 145.6. That would be a 99-pound loss. Met that 19 weeks ago. Last week I was at 143. This week I'm at 144. Not sweating it. My monthly visitor came into town, and since about 10 pounds from goal, it started affecting my weight. So at 144, that's a 1 pound gain over last week. Still 1.6 pounds below my goal. So, it is what it is. Life is good. Had a really great week last week. Wrapped up my 5th week of my half marathon training. Focused on my water like I said I would do, and I did that. Pretty much, the weight loss surgery rules to success have become my lifestyle. They're my habits. They're what I do. I don't have to really think too much about them. I just do them. So, on to this week, week 6 half marathon training. This time next week, I will be sitting here as a marathoner. So whether you run a half marathon or you run a marathon, anything with the word marathon in it makes you have the claim as a marathon runner. So I'm really excited about it. Going to Vegas, doing the race on Sunday. 13.1 miles will be a huge non-skill victory for me. What else? This week, sticking to the rules, doing what I always do. A couple of things that are real important for me that I found that if you're not doing them, you should. And if you are doing them, you know that you're producing great results. Food tracking. I track all my food. I've talked about it before. I use my BlackBerry, I take a picture, I count the calories and I count the protein. I have a scale. When I pack out my lunches, I use the scale to pack out my lunches and my dinners or any type of food that I have to make. I use measuring cups. I use tablespoons and teaspoons. I give myself a serving. I look at the back of nutritional information on everything that I eat. If I can't find it there, I use calorieking.com. You can find anything and everything you need. So really it's just about taking a little extra time. And after a while, you start to know what things are. You don't even have to look them up anymore. I have a notebook. I keep all the information. If I'm making a salad or I'm making something that's just not simple, not prepackaged like a string cheese or a Baby Bell cheese, but if I'm making a salad with croutons and bacon bits and lettuce and salad dressing, I write down in the notebook the calories and the protein, and then I calculate at the end. I plan. On Sunday, I know what I'm going to eat for breakfast and lunch and mostly dinner for at least Monday through Thursday. Those are real important things for me, and I stick with them. So they work. They work for me. So planning, food scale, food measurement tools, and food tracking, as well as tracking my water. Somebody asked me, how do I keep my mind right? You've heard me talk about it over and over again. This muscle, this mental muscle, is probably the one that gets the most exercise on this journey. And it's really about realizing, for me, I'm a cash pay. I'm still paying. I'm $15,000 or $18,000 for my lap band. So every month when I write that check for my payment, I'm reminded of why I'm making that payment, why I chose the choice I did, why I want to change my life. So anybody out there who's considering it, go ahead, be a cash pay. I bet you'll be successful. The other thing was, this is the last chance. The reason I was willing to take on the loan to give myself the opportunity was because it was the last chance for me, I didn't want to lose the same weight over and over and over again just to gain it back and be in the same spot that I started. So those two things alone, the last chance and the cash pay, have a big influence on my mind. Next is I'm becoming myself. I'm becoming Wendy. I'm rediscovering me, certain parts of me, certain characteristics, certain hobbies, certain interests, certain thought patterns that I guess were sheltered or buried by my weight. And for me to come to the realization that they were buried by my weight took a long time. This isn't something I had weight loss surgery and all of a sudden I realized this. It took 70 weeks, 85 weeks, whatever. There's new discoveries from the past, so there are rediscoveries all the time. A lot of new discoveries. The fact that I'm okay with eating healthy, the fact that I don't mind not really drinking anything else but water and hot tea, the fact that I don't need to drink alcohol every day to have a good time. The fact that I like to run, 10 minutes of running before, never. Never! Now, 110 minutes, I can do it, and I like it. So, discovery. Getting rid of old conversations. My favorite one is the weekend fat girl, I really, for the most part, I do indulge every once in a while, but I don't make it a weekend thing. Because for me, and we all have different opinions on this, but for me, being the weekend fat girl was a conversation, right? I could work really hard Monday through Friday to lose weight, or Monday through Thursday to lose weight. But come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it was deserving. You worked hard this week. You got paid today. You deserve a treat for yourself. You shouldn't have to cook every meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner out. Why not? You can afford it. Whatever it was, those were old conversations with myself. And then when I would stand on the scale, whether it be Monday or I might wait for 2 weeks because I knew it was going to be high, I paid for those thoughts. So now, that's the conversations. You have to change the conversations and make new habits and new likes and create new ways to celebrate, new ways to deal with upset or frustration or angry or sad emotions, and it's not food. So inside of all that is, I've talked about it before, talking out loud. I've been in restaurants. I've been at the ice cream shop. I've been at the frozen yogurt shop, like talking myself out of the concept of being there. Why am I there? Is this on my plan? Is this going to get me to goal? If I'm really hungry, why don't I go get something else? Am I eating out of mental hunger or physical hunger? And making the choice not to get it, no matter how hard it is to walk away. But having the conversation out loud, having the conversation with a friend, again, it's this muscle, changing the way we think, changing the internal conversation, being the change that we want to see and be. It requires work, not just the one day that we have the lap band surgery or weight loss surgery, but in all of our old habits, in our lifestyle. Hard work, right? Making it happen. I listen to Craig. I'm fortunate enough that my husband is an 8-year post-op weight loss surgery patient, gastric bypass, very successful. And when I do choose to listen to him, he's usually right. For instance, we go out to eat. A lot of places here in California have all the nutritional information. For me, it makes it a bit easier because I make the decision not on what I want, but on what the nutritional value of the food is. But that's not at every restaurant. So oftentimes, Craig will say, well, let's just get this and split it, right? And I get all like, no, I don't want to eat what you're eating, But when I listen to him and say, okay, we'll split something. Did that this weekend. The food comes out. 2 adults who are foodies and weight loss surgery patients cannot finish one meal together. We split it, and there was still a lot of excess food. So he was right, So maybe not all of you have a Craig or a best friend or a husband or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a wife or a sister that are weight loss surgery patients. But try it out sometime, you know, when you're out at a restaurant. If you go out with a girlfriend for lunch, share an entree with her. See if she's interested. Your kids, share food with them. You know, I have a friend, a weight loss surgery patient, who said she loves the fact that she can go out and order anything she wants, knowing that she can only eat so much of it. And that's very true. And that's something I've learned from Craig. The surgeries are a little bit different, but the concept is still the same. And it's really true. You can pretty much order whatever you want because you can only eat so much food, right? And if you're eating more food than you think you should be, more than a half cup, more than a cup, you know, for sure, then if you have the lap band, you probably need a fill, right? So that was a question. How do I get my mind right? Those are my answers. Last but not least, why do I exercise? I was speaking to one of my favorite lap banders here on YouTube today via text message, and we were talking about exercise and the motivation to exercise when you're happy with yourself, when you're content, when you got the body that you want and you're at the goal weight that you want to be at, and life is good, you like your clothes, you like your way you dress. Like, there's no motivation to exercise because you're happy with exactly what you look like and what you weigh. So that's the thing, right? I think part of the reason, in my personal opinion, that exercise is 30 minutes times 7 days a week, 210 minutes a week, is because thin people have heart attacks. Thin people get cancer. Thin people aren't mentally straight all the time, right? Exercise, what does that do for you? Beyond shaping your body, beyond helping you burn calories, and beyond helping you lose weight, and beyond helping you get to your goal, exercise is good for your bones, right? It is good for the muscles that are attached to your bones. Those bones and those muscles, that's what allows you to move and breathe and sing and dance, right? Your lungs allows you to breathe and have strong, healthy lungs. Your heart, right? A stronger heart is a longer life. Your brain, right? The serotonin release, that post-workout swagger that you get, those are all reasons that are non-scale related to work out. So sometimes I think, even for myself, I wanted to lose weight, I wanted to lose weight, I wanted to lose weight, I wanted to get to a certain size, I wanted to feel good about the way my body looked, and in the interim of doing all that, I finally realized why exercise is so important. Yes, to get all those goals accomplished, but more importantly, now as things in my life and the people I love and their lives are changing, I'm realizing that exercise is not just a mean to an end, right? It's a mean to a beginning and a future and a long life. So make exercise your friend. Whether you're at goal and you're super happy with who you are or not, exercise is going to take you somewhere for the long run. So anyway, that's what I got. I hope you all have a great week. Believe in the power of you. Do everything you can every day to be the best you. And next week, I'll be back as a half marathon runner. Wish me luck. Take care.